Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. If you have you're listening via, not on the phone, but if you're on your computers via chat, if you want to send me a little hello via chat, just to make sure that you let people know that you're listening. My name is Adriana Serna. I am the Communications Manager for the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association. And on behalf of CHTA, I'd like to welcome you all to our Marketplace Educational Sessions Sneak Peek Preview webinar, which is sponsored by Ask Me Inc. And with this webinar, we're giving you a glimpse into all of the actionable and truly game-changing information that we'll be sharing with you at Marketplace at our new educational sessions. As you know, Caribbean Travel Marketplace will be taking place next week, January 21st to the 23rd in Atlantis Paradise Island. And today's webinar is going to help you identify your market potential, align your offerings, and your promotions to compete and succeed in the romance travel market. Before we present to you today's speaker, I'm going to go over a few housekeeping items with you. This presentation is being recorded. You will be able to access the video as well as the PowerPoint presentation 48 hours after the webinar is over on our website, which is www.caribbeanhotelandtourism.com. Just click on the CHTA Learning Tools button on the home page, and that will take you straight to where the webinars are. The presentation will last about an hour, and after the presentation, actually the actual presentation will last 30 to 45 minutes, and then we're going to have a 15-minute Q&A where you can ask our presenter any questions that you may have. You can submit your questions during the presentation by typing them into the webinar's chat room. Any questions that we do not have time to get to will be answered by the speaker after the webinar. The speaker's contact information is on the last page of today's presentation, so you'll be able to get in touch with her at any point if you have any questions or further clarifications are needed. Now, to present our speaker, I give you Matt Cooper, our Chief Marketing Officer. Matt, take it away.
Thanks, Adriana, and thanks for joining us all. Thank you to Marilyn Cairo for agreeing to present today. Marilyn Cairo is the co-founder and director of marketing for Ask Me Inc., a hospitality solutions company. She manages the destination weddings division of Ask Me, where the company develops successful destination weddings programs for resorts. She serves as romance director for an international resort client to include call center management, operational support, and brand positioning within the destination wedding market segment. Marilyn has quite a lot of experience in the field as she cut her teeth in the industry, working her way up from administrative assistant to sales and marketing programs manager at a major multinational brand of all-inclusive resorts in the Caribbean. She is really a game changer in the space and someone who can help guide you to better maximize your potential in the romance market. Without further ado, take it away, Marilyn.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Adriana. And it's a pleasure to support this endeavor. I'm so glad to be a partner with CHA this year, and we're looking forward to many great things. Hopefully, I'll also be able to meet a lot of the participants during CHA Marketplace next week. We will definitely be there. Very excited, always very big supporters of CHA and every initiative that you guys offer. So thank you again for this great opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because this is a great segment. It's a very important segment, especially right now. Engagement season just happened. You had a lot of Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and we've still got Valentine's Day coming up for people that want to say I do. So it's very simple. For the love of money, destination weddings puts heads in beds. And that's what we want to focus in on today with the PowerPoint is how can we help you grow your business. So my name is Marilyn Cairo. As they mentioned, I'm the co-founder and director, and I hate titles. I like basically what I do anything that's creative, crazy, and out of the box. I don't like doing the simple and the steady. I want to do something different. If it's going to draw attention to a hotel partner, if it's going to get a client to notice a product that we offer, that's what I want to be a part of. Do I love destination weddings? Yes. But you know what I love even more? I love money. So who are we? Who is Ask Me? Ask Me is the Caribbean's #1 destination wedding call center. We want to connect your hotel product with the clients that are looking to tie the knot. Is that all we do? Absolutely not. How do we attract our clients? Well, we're also a sales and marketing firm. We do a lot of grassroots movements, a lot of special events that we participate in. We're very good with promotions. We're on social media. We work with tourist boards, organizations of every level, third-party partnerships. You name it, we like to be involved with as much out there that is going to help our hotel clients increase their exposure, which ultimately puts heads in their beds and exposes them to a wonderful network of clients looking to get married. Very simply, we love love. But you know what I love even more? I love money. I love helping my clients grow year over year. And we are going to share with you today some case studies of clients that we work with today, how we've grown revenue, how we've increased room nights, how we've grown on-site sales throughout the year over year, because it's important to showcase what our efforts can do, you know, for our hotel clients, which is the same thing that we can do for any client that's out there. So how did we get started? Who are we? We got started in 2007. Call me crazy, which I said we were kind of at the very beginning. That was the start of the economic recession. Zero warning. But all we knew is that we had to survive and thrive, and we had to find a product. We had to sell something that everyone wanted. And when I say everyone, I had to fit the need of a hotelier, a travel agent, a wedding planner, and the ultimate goal, the consumer. So how could I mix myself into that piece of the pie? How could I become an ingredient in that piece of the pie? Well, destination weddings. And that's how we have grown year over year in this niche, in this market, in this industry, is destination weddings, romance travel. We are a full-service reservation center. We do a lot with the Caribbean, Mexico, and even Costa Rica. But we're not just about reservations. We also do sales and marketing. We pound pavements, we knock on doors, we throw out the net to make sure that our hotel partners are exposed and that agents, wedding planners, and consumers know about our hotel partners and what we bring to the table. So that's a little bit about who we are and how we started in this market. Why romance travel? Why did we pick romance travel? Well, I think it's pretty simple, and for most of you that are on the phone, you'll definitely agree with me. Romance travel is recession-proof. I am living proof of that. This company is living proof that romance travel is recession-proof. It's how we've survived and thrived. It's also a constant revenue stream. Clients are looking to get married any time of the year. In fact, shoulder season for destination weddings is big. And we're going to show you that today, just how many weddings we conduct during the shoulder season. Not just during high season with all the snowbirds are looking to come out to the Caribbean and get away from the cold. No, after the snow is melted, that's when the destination wedding market booms. And we want to show you that today. And last but not least, repeat and referral business. It is amazing how many clients will come to us based on the experience that they had by attending a friend's wedding. The sister got married, now the brother's engaged, and he wants to do a destination wedding. Maybe not at the same location, but they come back to the company that helped them in the first place. The company that helped them plan that experience is what they're looking for, and that's what they come back for, and we're here to help them in a lot of ways. So why romance business? Let's look at the business side of this niche market. Bottom line, it puts heads in beds. So ask yourself, for 2016, for 2017, what are your occupancy goals? Here we have one of our current clients in Cancun, Mexico. 2014 versus 2015, a 172% increase in room nights with direct room business. If that's something that attracts you, if that's something that you're looking to do, what we do, ladies and gentlemen, it's not magic. We like to think it's magic, but it's not. But we have ideas, we have strategies in place, we have a great sales and marketing team that works behind the scenes to make sure that our hotel partners year over year see an increase and see results. So really and truly what we do can be done for any hotel out there. Let's look at group business. Here's another one of our accounts that has been with us for 6 years. Now, obviously the longer the account, the harder we have to work. And you know what? Every year brings on a new challenge. We love it. This year, we've got higher goals than ever before, and we're going to not only meet those goals, we're going to hit them out of the ballpark. So with group business, we're looking at just wedding groups, okay, just wedding groups. Here, there was a 31% increase in revenue year over year. You know why? Because our sales agents are trained to sell up. No one walks out of here without being offered an ocean view, a one-bedroom suite, a presidential suite, because we sell experience and we sell dreams, and everybody wants to live that moment. Whether it's mom, dad attending their daughter's wedding, they want this to be the best time of their life. So when we look at a wedding group, we're not just looking at the bride and groom, we're looking at all the family and friends that are coming down, and how can we help them speak about your hotel on TripAdvisor, post their reviews, post their pictures, and let all their coworkers and friends know, I just got back from this amazing destination wedding at ABC Hotel. That's what we're here to do for you. Now, let's fill your shoulder season. Remember I mentioned this? Destination weddings, the peak of our niche market is during the shoulder season for the Caribbean and Mexico. Here we've got a case study. It's an account that has been with us for 5 years. April through July is our gangbuster 4 months out of the year, and then again in the fall, October and November. The highest number of weddings during these 6 months of the year. This is the kind of business that we bring to the table, and we're steady in the business that we produce, and every year we're increasing revenue, increasing room nights, increasing sales. It's always on the up and up. Now, why romance business? So we've talked about putting heads in beds. We've talked about group business. We've talked about filling your shoulder seasons. Now I want to talk about the actual sales and revenue of the wedding itself. So here we've got a case study for a few of our clients. 2015 package sales, you're looking at quite a bit, right? If you look at it across the board, packages, look at the next line where it says extras. The sales in extras exceeds the package sales. Why? Because when we work with a client, we don't just let them walk away with what's in that package. Absolutely not. This is your once in a lifetime. You had better add on a welcome cocktail party. There better be a post-brunch event. Have you not set up tours for your friends as a thank you for coming down? Are you doing room drops with a thank you note or a welcome bag for your guests that are coming down? That is how we work with a client. We take what they thought they wanted and we turn it into what they should be having for their destination wedding, and we bring that to life. So with us, do we sell wedding packages? Absolutely. But give me more. What else can I add to that experience of the hotel? Because everything in that extras is on-site revenue, and that's what we bring to the table year over year for our hotel clients. So how do we make it rain money? This is great, Marilyn. I'm interested. You've piqued my interest. I want more. But how do you do it? How do you consistently do it for the last 8 years? How do you make it rain money for your hotel partners? Well, first of all, is how does the hotel get involved in the destination wedding industry? And a lot of you really need to take a good look at your current wedding business model, what you're doing, and what can you do different, and what can you do better. So first thing is, know where the bride is, know how to communicate with the bride, and know how to sell to the bride. That's one of the things that we focus in on a lot. And this right here, these 3 things make me all warm and fuzzy on the inside, because I want to know, how do I communicate with the bride? How do I reach her? What makes her tick? What's the decision? What's it going to take for her to close the sale? What makes her want to get married at this destination over that one? We're constantly attending seminars. For example, we're going out to Wedding Wire World in February for their national conference. We will be part of the Destination Wedding panel. Constantly getting involved with organizations that do market research statistics so that we're constantly providing our hotel clients and our reservation center with the information that they need to keep up with today's trends and growing market. So on your case, what do you need to get involved? You need to know the client mindset and the client demographic. So where do you find the wedding couple? It's very simple. They're online. Look at today's young millennial group. They are online. Even myself, I'm online. First thing I do, I pick up my smartphone and I'm on the Google app trying to find a website. Is your website mobile friendly? Do you have weddings on your website? Home page featured? What about your Facebook page? What is it saying to the clients? Do you have Instagram? Do you tweet? If all of this is unfamiliar to you, that's fine too, because we can help you become familiar with that. You can be part of our programs and learn how to grow that social online presence for your hotel. Where else is the client? They're at bridal shows, and most of you are familiar. This is more of a traditional sales and marketing platform. We go to dozens of bridal shows throughout the year with hotel partners, with travel agent partners. We partner up with wedding planners. We do local major city bridal shows, and we do second and third city bridal shows, because sometimes we have found those are actually more effective than the bigger cities. We like to reach every little pocket that we can. We work with shows that have a strong presence in the market, a strong brand in the market, and that also have a history in the market. Where else can you find clients? Magazines, very traditional. Let them know you're out there, because the first thing a bride does when she becomes engaged, she buys a magazine. She wants to look at the pictures. She wants to be inspired. She wants to create a vision board. And sometimes they'll do that with the magazines. So that's where the bride is. That's where you're going to find that wedding couple. Where's your hotel? How are you going to put your hotel brand in front of that client's face? How are you going to promote yourself to that client? Because you're probably thinking, well, Marilyn, bridal shows cost money, magazines cost money, and online presence, I'm running a hotel. I barely have time to communicate with my family on Facebook. I have answers. That's the great thing about Ask Me, is we have solutions, because we are solution-based. So you want to work with a company that focuses on finding travel agents and wedding planners who book romance travel. And this year, that is our mission, more so than ever before, because we just launched our Ask Me Proactive Honeymoon and Destination Wedding Specialist Program, our PhD agents. That's what they're there to do. Our PhD agents, it's not about selling, it's about being proactive. Our PhD agents have an action plan that consists of bridal shows, social media, postcard mailings, email blasts, newsletters, magazine co-ops, and all of that is organized, set up, maintained, and managed by us. And we have a strong network of agents that want new hotel product and dedicated hotel product, dedicated to this niche market, so we can definitely help you with that. So how do you give the bride what she's looking for? What is it that the bride is looking for? So I found her. She's online. She's at bridal shows. She's looking at magazines. Now, how do I give her what she wants? The most important thing that a bride wants, believe it or not, is responsiveness. She wants to be heard. She wants to know that the hotel she's considering for her destination wedding wants to answer her quickly, because this is a very instant society. Think about it. 30 seconds in the microwave and you've got hot coffee or hot tea. That's the kind of reaction that they want. Instant, 30 seconds, a minute, because that's the generation that we've developed. So price, you would think, is important. Price comes in at 89%. Responsiveness comes in at 88%. And then you've got hotel that has personality. They want a hotel that's different than the hotel that their third cousin got married in. So this is what we like to focus in on, is attending to the bride, making sure that she's confident and well taken care of throughout the sales process and throughout the planning process, and then we hand them over to you in the execution of the wedding. So when they have the attention, when they have the guidance and they have the responsiveness, then they want to know, where do I start? How do I plan an event? How do I find a venue? Who's going to do my photography? Who's going to manage the roomings? Who's going to help me with the groups? I've got Aunt Mary who can't even book a wedding guest room at a hotel. Who's going to help Aunt Mary? That's us. We're going to do everything for that bride. We're going to help her book her wedding. We're going to help her find her venue. We're going to help her plan the event. And we're going to even help Aunt Mary with her reservation to be part of that wedding, because we do it all from soup to nuts. That's what we do for the bride, the groom, the entire wedding party, and the end result is the hotel. So understanding the client's timeline is also important, because when you talk about a destination wedding, it's 2016, we're already booking 2017, because it's a advanced purchase of anywhere from 12 to 18 months. What we have found is the longer the purchase time window, the more money they spend. Naturally, they have more time to budget. And as we throw them suggestions, have you thought about a cocktail party? Have you thought about doing in-room test drops? Have you thought about perhaps a resort credit or a spa gift certificate for each of your guests? The more time we have to work with the client, the more they end up spending with the hotel, which is considered extras and on-site revenue. Then they want to gather information. Goes into 6 to 9 months before the wedding. Now this is when decision-making comes into play. What kind of music will I have at the ceremony? What kind of entertainment will I have for the reception? Then we get into the planning stage when decisions are actually made. How many guests are coming? Will I be serving chicken? Will I upgrade to lobster? Am I going to have a duo on the plate? What's going to be the end of the reception? Are we doing fireworks? Are we doing a bonfire? This is the planning stage. And this right here is where we make all that magic happen. Our sales agents love to help a bride not only realize their dreams, but they also realize, our sales agents realize that the more dreams we realize for our clients, the more we're realizing for that hotel client that we're servicing. So it's a win-win for everyone. And then guess what? The best part of it all is when that client arrives at your resort, they have everything planned, they meet your on-site wedding coordinator, and your team is ready to execute. So we have a very well-defined 4-step process when it comes to selling destination weddings. We source the client, we plan the wedding, we book all the wedding features, including the guest rooms, and then we turn it over to the hotel for the hotel's team to execute, deliver, and reap all those glowing reviews on wedding blogs, TripAdvisor, you name it. So how do you get involved with our PhD agents? How do you get involved with our company? How can you be part of bridal shows, tag ads, consumer nights? It's very easy, and we'll definitely share this with you. We have proven proactive initiatives that we carry out. We do a lot of bridal shows regionally, nationally. We do a lot of tag ads, consumer nights as well. This is actually a sample of one of the tag ads that we did with a variety of agencies. And again, featured a couple of hotel partners. We put up a booking incentive, and the agents are the ones receiving it. These are agents that are educated on our hotel products, agents that are part of our PhD program, agents that understand that the hotels that we work with are just as committed to the destination wedding market as the hotel is and as they are. So again, we make sure that we connect the right agents with the right hotels, not only with our bridal shows, with our tag ads, but also with our consumer nights. And if you're not familiar with consumer nights, you will be when working with us. When the best part about a bridal show is after the show. It's like a hunt. So you're meeting people at the bridal show. What do you do with all these leads? You invite them to a more personal setting where we come in with one of our agents and we do a one-on-one presentation with an intimate group of potential clients. We give them information about a wedding, a destination, the hotel product that we offer, and any incentives that we may have for attending that evening. The clients book, whether it's a destination wedding, a renewal of vow, an anniversary getaway, a honeymoon, and it's a win-win for everyone. And in the meantime, the most important part of this is we're building a strong relationship with that agent. We're helping that agent grow their business, which means they'll come back and give us more business. So how do you grow profits from romance travel? Because we're in this to make money. I said it at the very beginning. I love love, but I love making money even more. So we need to identify your market potential. What is the bride looking for? And I want you to really pay close attention, because if you look at this bride is looking for everything that your hotel already offers. Restful and relaxing, check. Affordable accommodations for the guests, check. Lots of activities, because I've got a lot of people to please, check. A beautiful locale for a wedding, tropical, exotic, check. So if your hotel has all 4 of these, I can help you grow your business in destination weddings. Didn't say if you had suites, didn't say if you had a huge beach. If you have this kind of personality, ambiance, activities, and great locations, great views, we can help you. We can definitely work together. What is the bride looking for when she picks a hotel? A private location. It could be a poolside. It can be on the beach. It could be a restaurant. It could be a terrace, a garden, a ballroom. Very easy. If you really take a step back and look at your hotel, I guarantee you've got a number of locations where you can carry out a great destination wedding for potential clients. What else are they looking for when picking a hotel? They need an all-inclusive rate plan. And for this, I want you to think outside of the box, because some of you may not be all-inclusive. We can help you. We can help you position your rates to where they are all-inclusive and attract the North American clientele. They also want group pricing for family and friends. They want to make sure that this decision is a well-rounded decision. And when they invite Uncle Tom and Aunt Mary and all their cousins, they want to make sure that the pricing for them to be part of this destination wedding is attractive and affordable. We can help with that as well. They want activities. They want to make sure that their group is having just as much fun as they are. They want tours, they want parties, they want dance classes, they want beach yoga. Can you make this happen? I bet you already have these activities on property. Didn't even know that this is what a destination wedding wants. We actually sell these experiences, as we like to call them, for destination wedding clients, because experiential travel is on the rise. A lot of our clients come in asking for culture. They want local food. They want to do what the locals do. If I'm bringing my clients down to Tobago, to the Bahamas, to Jamaica, to Aruba, I want them to experience the true essence of the island. They're willing to pay for those experiences, and we're here to help that connect your hotel with that client and make it a true win-win for everyone. So if you're thinking, well, you know what, maybe I don't have the greatest of location, not sure I can do, 50 destination weddings in a year, what about honeymoon business? Because we really haven't touched too heavily on that. But I also want to pique your interest on what we can do for honeymooners, because honeymooners is part of romance travel just the same. So case study, we have got an account that has been with us for 2 years. When they first came to us, their booking window was at best 30-day booking window. That's not the greatest for forecasting, okay? The demographic, the clientele that they attracted was older generation. The TripAdvisor reviews made it seem like the hotel was not as busy, not as fun, not as relaxed and romantic. We've taken 2 years now and readjusted the entire selling strategy for that hotel. We've redone the rate structures, the entire perception, personality of the hotel. We rebranded the whole hotel's marketing platform, and in 2 years we've increased 406%. We've seen an increase in revenue, an increase in bookings, room nights, and ADR, and it all has come from just the honeymoon segment. You go to TripAdvisor now, and this hotel, honeymooners rave about it. The best place to escape, to unwind. They rave about the dinner. They rave about the wine selection, the location, the staff. If that's something that attracts you, that you think you would have more success in the honeymoon business than in destination weddings, we can help you with that as well, because we're all about romance travel. And in case you're wondering, yes, we are very LGBT friendly. And we do recognize that some destinations are more LGBT friendly than others, and that's fine. But it is definitely a market segment that we need to consider and that most hotels are open to catering to. LGBT is no different than any other wedding couple. On the contrary, most often they will spend more because they're looking for private, secluded, and they're more in tune with hotel buyouts, where they'll come in, and if you have 50 rooms, they'll scoop all 50 rooms up and have the entire hotel just for their destination wedding. So this is also a great market to consider. We do a few LGBT shows throughout the year as well, and again, catering to certain hotel products, but it is a market that we definitely pay very close attention to. So this is a lot of information. We're wrapping up. Aligning your offers is also very important. And, as a takeaway piece, whether you decide to work with us or not, here's just a couple of little ideas that you might want to consider. And I like to keep it as simple as 1, 2, 3. If you have wedding packages right now, take a look at them. If you don't have wedding packages, take a look at what your competition offers compared to what you know your hotel can deliver very well, and create wedding packages. that have client needs, wants, and demographics in mind. Have options for the destination wedding market. Whether you currently do it or you're thinking about doing destination weddings, what more can you add to the experience? Packages is a great way to start, but clients want more. They want to know that they have the option to personalize. And anytime you personalize or customize, it does carry a cost. So these are great ways to increase your revenue. If you have a slow season, for example, the fall, create incentives, promotions, where clients might consider getting married in the fall versus in the spring or summer. It is amazing to me. We've come up with a few promotions just dedicated to the fall season, and people will move their dates. Because if I'm saving someone $2,000 on a wedding, they can put those $2,000 towards upgrading to a suite or staying an extra 3 nights. So now they've got a 10-night stay at your hotel versus a 7-night stay. So these are just little ideas, little tidbits that you can do on your very own, whether you decide to work with us or not, just to see the difference. And anything you do, stick with it for at least 3 to 9 months at most, because that's when you'll really start to see the booking process of the destination weddings kick in, and also you'll start to see the selling of the fall season, working with clients that are already booked on upgrading options and experiences. Now, if you need assistance, you need a little bit of guidance, you want more professional help in growing your business with destination weddings, we can definitely help you. We work with hotels as small as 24 rooms to as big as 1,000 rooms. So for us, no job is ever too small or too big. We welcome everyone. Whether you just want to use Ask Me Weddings as a referral site, whether you want to use us as a reservation center for your destination wedding market, or whether you want us to take over the wedding, the sales, the marketing, we can do it all. It all depends how much or how little you want. We've actually come up with 3 creative options: dating, engaged, and I do. Notice we didn't say forever or eternity. It's we're dating, we're engaged, and now we're ready to say I do. We have a package that can definitely cater to that client. No hotel that we work with currently has the same type of services as the other, because we are very flexible. Just like no 2 weddings are alike, no 2 hotel clients for us are alike, because everyone is different, and we want to cater to that client and make sure that they walk away with the increased revenue, increased room nights, increased sales. So for CHA members, and again, we can definitely chat more next week during Marketplace, we are offering an exclusive booking incentive, 20% off, exclusively for CHDA members. If you're interested, if you want to pick our brain a little bit more, if you have questions, in just a few seconds, we're going to open up the floor. But again, we will be at CHA, both myself and my business partner, Hillary. We will be walking around the floor, taking appointments, and we will have a booth as well. So definitely looking forward to making 2016 a great year, not only for us, not only for the hoteliers, but also for the Caribbean travel in general with the destination wedding program. There is so much that can be done. There's so much still that has yet to be tapped into, that the way I see it, we're only scratching the surface, and it's going to get bigger and better. So on that note, I want to thank you for taking this morning out and learning just a little bit more about what we can do for each other, because I truly believe this is a partnership. And that's how we like to see every opportunity. It's a partnership. It's a win-win for everyone. So on behalf of myself, my business partner Hillary, Matt, Adriana, the wonderful people at CHA, which I love working with, and all of our team here at Ask Me, thank you for joining me. And I'll go ahead and turn over the floor to Adriana for any questions that may have come in.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. That was awesome. That was a lot of great information. Now, we do have some questions here for you. First of all, before we get into the questions, just to remind everybody that Marilyn and Hillary will both be at Caribbean Travel Marketplace next week. And they're going to be part of our new educational session. So not only will you be able to see them on the trade show floor, you'll be able to, when you go to the educational sessions, see them there, get more great information, and be able to pick their brains again. So this was just a little sampling or a taste of what you're going to see at Marketplace. So we look forward to seeing everybody there next week. Now let's get into a few questions. One question that came in was, how can small properties compete against the all-inclusive giants of the world when it comes to destination packages? Destination wedding packages.
That's a really good question. You know, several of our hotel clients are small boutique hoteliers, 24 rooms, 18 rooms. What we focus in on with them is the exclusivity aspect of it, and also the fact that you can personalize and customize more because there's more flexibility. So we'll go into the hotel and see what makes them different and highlight those to booking a destination wedding at a smaller hotel. You also don't understand the number of clients that actually come in and will say to us, I don't want a big hotel. I don't want to feel lost, or I don't want my friends and family scattered to where they're everywhere. They're also looking for something intimate, something more private. So it's not always just bigger is better. Sometimes, you know, less is more.
Awesome. Okay. Another question that we have here is, what is the most attractive element that can be added to a wedding package? What's a good hook? What are people looking for?
A good hook, I say, is anything that has to do with the island's culture, tradition, or food. And that's something that we want to focus in on more in 2016, because hoteliers seem to think that what clients want is the same thing they can get here in North America, and it's actually the complete opposite. A lot of times when we sell a destination wedding in Mexico, they're looking for mariachis, and they want a guacamole bar, and they want a taco bar at their cocktail station. If you're looking at, you know, Dominican Republic, they're looking for more of the Latin flavors in the food. So I think adding something to your current wedding package that highlights the traditions of the island, the culture of the island, maybe it's an excursion, you know, and it could be an excursion for the bride and groom and her immediate wedding party, kind of like a rehearsal dinner but out on a tour type thing. That is something that's highly requested when it comes to destination weddings.
It's interesting because that was a huge topic of discussion during Chief, because during Chief we discussed how important and vital it is to really sell the experience of the Caribbean and not just the typical just of your island. What is unique about your island, your food, your music, your culture, and really, and actually the more, like you said, the smaller your hotel is, the more you can play out that customization and really make it more intimate. So that's wonderful.
We have, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Adriana, but we have one of our hotel clients where the general manager actually will, if the bride and groom allow him to, he will actually give a toast at either the welcome party or the night of the welcome reception. And he takes pictures with the wedding couple, and he'll put it on Instagram, and he'll congratulate them. You can't get that at a large chain, all-inclusive. You know, to have the general manager come down, congratulate you, welcome each of your guests personally. Because remember, to that general manager that only has 24 rooms or even 50 rooms, that's their home, and they're inviting you into their home. And that's how they see it.
I have a question here. How can hotels use their current database to find brides? Is that something that can be done?
Absolutely. I think the best way to use your current database is to offer a referral incentive, friends and family. For example, let's say Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they come in vacation with you every February. They take a week out and they come to your hotel every February. They're part of your mailing list. You send them promotions all the time. But now you want to send them a destination wedding promotion. It might be along the lines of spread the love. You know, if you recommend a client to us and they get married at our hotel, you, Mr. Smith, will be invited down for a complimentary 2-night stay or 3-night stay as a thank you for referring that business to us. So there's a lot of ways that a hotel can share or spread the love with their current clients to gain.
Okay. That putting a picture on Instagram or something like that with the wedding, which is a great thing. How can hotels use social media, things like Instagram, Pinterest?
post it up on there as well. Today's client is very well versed in knowing what's fake and what's real. And the more real that post is, the more real that review is, the more real that photo is. For example, maybe the hair isn't perfect. Maybe the wind was blowing just a little bit. Clients don't care about that. They just want to know, you know what, that's a real couple. They got married at the hotel, and this is what they had to say about the hotel. That's what they want to know. They don't want all the fluff. They don't want all the salesman pitch. They want to keep it real. So I think using social media to invite your clients to post about you on TripAdvisor, and then if they do, can you share it on your Facebook page, getting them to post while they're there, maybe even creating a hashtag for that wedding, and giving it to every guest that checks in for that wedding. You give them a little business card saying, here's the hashtag for Mary and Tom's wedding. Feel free to tweet, post, like, share throughout the entire weekend using this hashtag. And that's a great way to feed your social media pages. So there's a lot of different ideas that we've developed, that we've implemented, and that have just come to us from other avenues.
One thing, it's funny, I think it was an article on Travel Pulse that they were talking about how when it comes to the planning, not the planning, but the inspiration part of the wedding, a great thing that a lot of properties have been doing is creating kind of digital vision boards on Pinterest. And actually adding pictures so that when brides get that ring and they're so excited, and then they go on Pinterest to hunt for dresses and ideas and flowers, and to have your property pop up during that inspirational phase is a great thing. It'll start the wheels turning, I think. So I thought that was a really cool way of using social. Another question that we have here is, what about local weddings? Is there a way that those destination wedding packages can be used for the bride and groom down the street near your hotel that might want to get married there as well?
Absolutely, and local weddings there is a difference. For example, local weddings, they may not need the symbolic portion of the ceremony because they'll do everything locally themselves. You really have to look at the wedding package and see what it is that it currently offers that may not be needed for a local wedding. The other thing with local weddings is the flexibility, understanding that they may not have guests that will be staying at the resort for 1 night, 2 nights, or even 3 nights. So can you use your wedding packages? Absolutely. But I think there needs to be a separate wedding package just for local weddings, and also a price point needs to be different. Because your North American clientele, they won't know any better, but your locals will. So locals is something that has to be approached slightly different. But even then, you can highlight a lot of the experiences that the hotel offers. You can encourage them to have their guests stay overnight, maybe by having the bride and groom host a pre-event brunch the next day. Because, the other thing with locals, they party harder than the North American clientele, believe it or not. Oh, yes. So they're more apt to an after party, crazy hours. So, again, doing something for them that's different than what you would do for North American is a great way to identify that, yes, we want and are very open to doing local weddings.
Okay. What about, there's questions also about different types of weddings. There are the vow renewals, folks that are going to renew their vows. And there's also folks that this is their second or third wedding, and maybe it's a mixed family now. They have mom with 2 kids is getting married with dad with 1 kid, and everyone's going to participate in the wedding. So how do you handle those different types of weddings?
That's a good question. We handle all of that through the planning phase. So when our sales agents, when our wedding coordinators that we have here in-house are working with the client, they get to know the client, and they also do planning calls with the client. So we speak to them, we hear what they have to say. Knowing the hotel and knowing the client, that's where we interject our recommendations. Very popular when you're doing a blended family are sand ceremonies, or the wedding couple will assign each of the kids a part of a verse to recite. That's what we know. And we'll ask the client, will the children be part of the wedding? Is there anything special that you have thought for them to do? And if they would happen to say no, then we offer our suggestions. Well, maybe we can do this. Maybe you can have the son of the groom do the toast at the welcome cocktail, so make him feel proud and invite his new mom and his new siblings into the marriage. So because of the fact that we work with the clients on a one-to-one level during the planning process, we get to know these little tidbits, and we get to suggest ideas and experiences that the hotel can bring to life and obviously make the experience that much more memorable. But I think with second, and even third weddings, what we've noticed, Adriana, is they spend money just the same. Yeah, we used to think that they don't. They actually spend sometimes more than what our first-time wedding clients do.
Wow.
Because they appreciate the value of an experience. So they're not hesitant to pay for certain things where first-timers don't realize the value of that just yet.
Gotcha. One other thing, when it comes to those different types of weddings, I guess how do you market to them differently? Do the second or third time weddings or the vow renewal, do they go to the bride shows?
Absolutely.
Or is that primarily all first timers?
No, we definitely have second and third time weddings that go to bridal shows, and how we know is the way they ask questions. So when they come to our booth, or they come to our consumer nights, or they happen to call into our reservation center, the questions that they're asking, you know that they've been down this road before. So that's when we start to realize, okay, this person is either really good at research or has been here before, and knows what they're looking for. So for us internally, we treat them just the same. If anything, it allows the sales process to be a bit more, I don't want to say easy, but smoother. Because, going back to what I said earlier, they appreciate the value of experiences, and they're looking for guidance. They know they want to get married, but they're looking to us for guidance on what the destination offers and what the hotel can do. They've also come to a point in their life where they realize that expert advice is something that is needed, even if you've done this before.
Gotcha. Okay, and the last question, which is kind of all-encompassing in a way, but what do you see are the top, say, 5 trends in romance for 2016 in the romance market, the hottest trends?
The hottest trends in romance market for 2016. Coming up. Experience is still number one. It was there last year, and it's still here this year. Clients can't get enough of the experience of, the culture, the tradition, the island. Value is something that they're looking for. I'm not sure if that's a trend, but it is something that's very important. Another trend is they don't want something that's cookie cutter. So they are looking for, and when I say cookie cutter, I don't want you to misinterpret that with packages. For example, they're looking for packages because it shows that the hotel does wedding and is prepared to do weddings, but they want to know that there's flexibility in it. I want to be led, but I don't want to be told what to do type of mentality, which is an oxymoron, if you will. Colors is still very important, and it's not so much the color of the year. It's basically the wedding colors. They want soft palettes. They want muted palettes. So if we look at colors, that's still there. And believe it or not, flowers is not a trend. They actually prefer anything that's not a flower. And if it's something that's local, like we've had clients that there's a certain tree bark that grows wild at the hotel, that's what they want. And they will literally want candles all around that tree bark. So it really goes back to, there's a lot of stuff that hotels have right there that they're growing on property that they didn't even know could be part of a reception table, and it is. So I think, wedding trends for destination weddings, because it is a little different than an at-home wedding, is still going back to, tradition, culture, local, resourceful, and guidance, value, experience.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you, everybody, for participating.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
And the presentation, as well as the video recording of this webinar, will be available 48 hours from now on our website, which is www.caribbeanhotelandtourism.com. Just go to our homepage, click on CHTA Learning Tools, and it'll take you straight to the webinar page. And not to worry, we will also email you a link to the webinar shortly, probably before it gets on the website. So you'll be sure to have Marilyn's information, a copy of the PowerPoint that she used today, and the video as well. Marilyn, thank you again for doing this. And we will see you all at Marketplace. Have a great day.
Definitely. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.